right, welcome back. If that's the case, why are we need to restart this here. Still in some settings. So first of all, I want to thank everybody who watched my short and my video. That's amazing. I know it's a little bit clickbaity, but that's AI for you. And we're over here today. So we got the two cams today. Got some dancing action going. Woo! Okay, high five. So the title says it all for this stream. This could be considered officially, let me close this window, the chillest day of the whole year. Why? Because I say so. Live every day as if it was the chillest day of your life, right? Because it might just be. What if I choose to make this the chillest day? And I choose to do that. So today, I'll be chilling probably a little bit on some music. I'll probably be recording some more vocals because that was pretty fun, even though I'm not sure the results were that great. And other than that, maybe 3D print some art. Considered, because the last one I did didn't turn out that great. Let me find it here and show it to you guys. I also posted a picture on the socials. So here it is. That's the result. Took about, oh shit. Well, no can do. What did it take? 8 hours, I think. Quality isn't that great, but I just wanted to get a feel for it because it's been a while since I 3D printed these. But the plan is to dial in the settings a little bit more. I feel the temperature is a little bit too high because there's a little bit of what looks like charring. And the colors, they're okay. Not so vibrant. Yeah, the 0.4mm nozzle is probably not the way to go with this. But it is still cool, and they're basically free to make. So that's pretty fun. So let's see how this looks. I haven't really checked out the desk setup here. Oh, it chops me off a little bit here. All right. So what else is on this list here? I can make it a little bit bigger, can I? Ah, okay. Maybe we're not that old. So yeah. Compose music, record vocals, create drum. Okay, so I forgot about this. So yesterday I had that cool idea because I have ordered the DJI Mobile 8T for my mobile phone so that it can track me. Because of course we have this great camera and we have this great camera over here. But for what I have planned for this channel, we're gonna actually need more cameras. Because we're gonna dance. One sec here. I have a blind spot here. Woo! All right. No, but the reason why I want to build that is because I want to expand my setup or my workspace here a little bit. So, in that case, sorry. I'm just having fun. Okay, but I want to expand the setup a little bit. And let's say I'm working on a project on a table or something. I don't want to have to spend time moving the camera and trying to frame myself. So that's why I got the 8P with the tracking camera to do it all and then build the circular rig. So actually today I was wondering to check out if I still have an Onshape license, because I had a student license, right? And that would have been fine for this project. Oh, thank God. Maybe. I have a feeling my adapter is dying on this computer. It looks like a web page from '98. Oh, I'm not a huge fan of this. Oh, if my Wi-Fi adapter is dying in this computer, I have a serious issue. Oh, that's terrible. Because I'm pushing 30 megabits up. The Wi-Fi is fine. Fuck! Fuck! It wouldn't be that big of an issue if yeah. So back to troubleshooting, because Asus don't know how to make computers. Or what? This is sad. It's actually sad. Shit. That might interrupt my plans for today completely. Okay, so this just turned into a troubleshooting stream, I guess. Nah, I'll try to see. Maybe it's just my router that's scuffed, because that has a tendency to not work either. Wow, what an amazing way to start the stream. Okay, let's try my phone here, see if there's any difference. I don't think there is, because it's probably the Wi-Fi card in my computer slowly dying. I'm getting a little bit sad if it's dead. Bro, come on. Okay, so now it's at least connected to my phone. So if I turn on some data, will it work? Please. Bro, this is scuffed. Okay, connected. Aha! I have internet. Hey, my student account works. No! Okay. We're back in action. Yes. Thank God. I was like, oh my God, my internet doesn't work and I'm gonna get locked out of my student account and this stream is doomed. But what a great job. Okay, I'm gonna give myself a high five. Let me see if how high do I have to be? Fuck! It doesn't align. Okay, so right around here. Okay. Zoom in. Okay. This is excellent news, because now I don't have to. Well, I might still have to I might still have to reset my computer to fix that Wi-Fi issue. But so far so good. It works on my phone, so it's just a combination of my computer and my Wi-Fi router. Okay, create new project, document, whatever. Let's make a folder actually, because otherwise I might get confused. Oh, I need to see what I'm listening to. Why did it screw my little mini player? Where's the jam thing? Yeah, jam. Bro, come on. I can't. Whatever. We'll just fuck the mini player here. Put this here. Something like that. But now you can't see what the fuck I'm playing. Come on. This is ridiculous. Something like this, I guess. So now you should be able to jam the jam. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, new folder. This folder is gonna be titled Circular Camera Rig. V1. And I will already apologize if I do get frustrated with this because I'm drawing on a 65-inch TV and I haven't really done it before. I played around with it, of course, but so if we just make a concept sketch, I like to do those. So I guess this is kind of an engineering tutorial, and I've learned all kinds of stuff at university that I probably forgot already. So I'm just gonna wing it. You know, I know what I want, I know what I need, so I can't really do it detailed engineering deep dive because right now I just want to get the concept down and then I'll think more about all the important stuff. So right now I have a 2D sketch. Let's try to make a 3D sketch for the concept. Concept sketch, I guess that's just what it's called. Do the chicken dance. Huh? Okay. The next step here. So I have my pen. I want to show you the screen here. In case you guys haven't seen it, it's pretty sick. Let me find my droid cam. Should pop up, no? Bro, what? Hi? Motherfucker. It changed my IP. Of course it did. Why would you change the IP, dude? Why is it calling Gemini right now? I'm confused. My phone can't be on Wi-Fi while it's... Huh? Okay. That's fucking retarded. Why can't I have... Yeah, so now I lost connection here. Fuck you, dude. I hate internet and everything that comes along with it. Okay, so now my Wi-Fi apparently works. And now it changed back. Of course, that's why it's changed the IP. Aha, here we go. Okay, so why the fuck does it look like that? This is kind of confusing. Uh-huh. So now it's actually the right way up. Okay, 65-inch touchscreen. So that's what we got to work on here. That's the workspace. And my internet died again, of course. I don't even know how this is real life, to be honest. I mean, I guess I just have a defective Wi-Fi card, so that should be enough to make things not work. I'm getting sad from internet problems. It's just like, it's 2026 and this computer was very expensive when I bought it and now it doesn't work. That makes you sad. Now I have to like wipe my computer or buy a new one or something. Fuck. Okay. I did warn you, it was a problem solving stream and I guess the problems will not stop. Fuck! Why does this internet not work? It has connection, it's just incredibly slow. I have like 300 megabit. Oh well, I guess there's not much to do other than wipe the computer, but that would kind of suck right now since I have my SolidWorks installation on there. But if I have to choose between Wi-Fi and SolidWorks, I guess. Now it works, or what? Okay, whatever. Sketch. I want to draw something now. I'm done with troubleshooting. Let's make it bigger. Even bigger. Ah, dark mode, guys. Right? There is a dark mode, I know. Ah, print settings, no? Ah, der var den. Aha! Aha! Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, sketch, top plane. Yes. Start a sketch, top plane. I don't understand what's happening right now. Sketch. Select a sketch plane. I don't think this internet is working. This song is quite fitting. Oh, you can't even see this. Then what's the point? Sketch. Oh, it is doing the sketches. Okay, so I'm still learning how to draw on this with touch and stuff. So, okay, so here we are, sketch 1. I see it. So let me just edit this, deselect. Sketch 1, edit. Motherfucker. Edit. Aha. So we put down a circle. And remember, this is just a sketch. It's gonna look like this. And then we put another circle just to represent the rails, right? And then we click. Like I said, still learning. Okay, we select this, that piece, and then we say, oh fuck, these don't have names. Extrude. Let's see. But Unshape is amazing with touch. Like the controls are really responsive. Like it's really nice. 2 fingers to pan, pinch to zoom, 1 finger to rotate and select. So it is quite a nice, and that's why I really hoped my student accounts was still working. Oh, I did something I shouldn't have. I needed to only select this one. So the profile is only 40 millimeters. But it's not to scale, so let's just make it like 4 or something, I don't know. Yeah, something like that. That looks about right. Right? Cool, so this is supposed to be the rail. And then I'm in the middle here. I'll represent myself as a cylinder. Oh. So I'm just a cylinder. Look how nice this is. So that's me. That represents me. So I'm in the middle of this doing whatever, maybe I'm dancing. Maybe the butt. Boop, boop. Whatever I'm doing. And then down here, we probably have to make a new so this is an assembly. We make a new part studio. Yeah, so this is the ring. So then we make a new part. New part studio. Okay, new sketch. So this is going to be the little trolley thing that goes on top. It's probably not going to be to scale, but like I said, it's just a sketch. Sketch plane. This time we do a center rectangle. Center point rectangle. Because we want the sled to be like, something like this. Extrude that. Want it to be flat. It's just a bracket, really. Yes. And then here, on the end here, there's just a symbol. So if we deselect this, select this, sketch, and then we just draw a line. We actually just take a corner rectangle from this corner, and just like this. And this just needs to be extruded a little bit, so maybe not that much. Oh my god, I love touch on the one shape. This is great. Like this, I'm literally just chilling. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Undo. So yeah, there might be a little bit of frustrations with this. So now we can actually just mirror this feature. So let's click. I'll finish drawing it actually. I'll mirror it when I'm done. Although that doesn't make any sense. So now we do a little thing down. Select this, and then again, corner rectangle here. Extrude that a little bit more. Again, please, that was the wrong way, dude. I don't know. I'm just eyeballing it right now. Why? Okay, those are some scuffed dimensions. I think I'll change the sketch here. Oh, I changed something I shouldn't have. It's sketch 2. I want to change. Yeah. Not fully defined. That's some bullshit. It is fully defined. Because I'm going to define it to be wider than it is right now. This one here. Oh, I forgot how to do this. Okay, we'll just imagine that it's wider than it is. It doesn't really matter. But let's get back to this here. Huh? Okay, let's try again. I'm by no means an expert in Onshape. I'm not an expert in any CAD at all. I have not that much experience, but the only way to learn it is by doing it. So here, okay, so something like this-ish, maybe a little bit longer. Okay, and then there's going to be an axle on this surface, a circle. I'll try to move it over here a little bit, so I got the menus all over here. Okay, well, whatever. My face is not that interesting anyway. So here's a circle thing. Oops, not 2 of them. Just one that I select and that I extrude. Maybe that's a little bit too long. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, so that looks fine. And on the end of this, we'll make another circle, center point circle. That's the wheel, just a little cute little wheel. It's not gonna be that wide. It's gonna be fairly slim. So yeah, this is not what it's gonna look like, but that's proof of concept, or what do you want to call it? I don't know if that's what it's called. That looks about fine. So now we can actually select, extrude all of these extrusions, not extrusion 2. Sure. Probably an easier way to make this, but let's the mirror. Oh, it would be nice if I had some. This is mirror. Boolean. Nej, det var Boolean. Fuck! Select. Mirror. What does the mirror icon look like? I forgot. Of course. Entities to mirror. Well, this one. I'm kind of confused. I select all these. I click mirror. Hard mirror. Feature mirror. That's why. Features to mirror. Yes. So all of these features, and then the mirror planes are going to be this one. R. Fuck you, dude. Why is my sketch so big? Okay, but just imagine 4 of these. Whatever. That mirror function is annoying. I'm just an idiot who don't know how to use it, obviously, but let's move on. I need some coffee. Insert Part Studio 1. Yes. The other one, I don't know how big the card is. We'll see. Insert Part Studio 2. It's huge. All right. Yep. Part 2. This one. Scale it. I don't remember these options. This is moving it around. Rotating, scaling. Scale, group, planar. How do I scale a part in Onshape? How do I scale a part in one shape? It literally picked up German. Please don't talk to me. I'm just an idiot who can't find it. Scale part. Can I change these fucking settings so I actually have... transform. I still don't know what the transform... Where's my mouse? Bro, how am I supposed to know what a transform logo looks like? Bruh. This is all just assembly instructions. Properties. Transform. Nej. Fucker. Edit in context. Nej. Switch to pineapple. Okay, maybe I have to do it in the part. I hate this shit. Guys, I'm just fucking trying to scale a part. Come on. Why isn't the button the first button you see? Has degree of freedom, yeah? Scale. Motherfucker. Transform. Aha. Guys, I'm getting frustrated. Apply the transform skill. So I need to go back to the part studio and then find the transform. Why can't I scale it in an assembly? Come on. Transform. Transform. Translate by line. Scale. Scale uniformly. Scale. I don't know. That's why it would have been smart to be able to do this inside an assembly, but why is it red? Cannot resolve entities. What? Sorry. Okay. Where was it? Bro, these logos. Duh. Well, if it told me why, that would be nice, but Okay, we just imagine that it's smaller. Fuck this shit. I guess there's no point in doing a 3D sketch in this piece of shit program. Scalar doesn't work either. Okay, I guess I just have to learn how to use this program. Fuck, this looks like hot garbage. Like, how is this even remotely a usable concept? God damn it. Okay, I guess we just have to build it for real. Let's go to Octanorm. Octanorm 40 millimeter aluminum profile CAD download. Det er den her, jeg skal have. Order now. Also available as, yeah. Well, I need to download. Horse with no name, it felt good to be out of the rain. Nå. Aha. Octanorm M1000. Huh? That's not the one. That's not Octanorm. Maxima 40. I feel like that's a lie. Oh, it is called M1000. Mm-hmm. 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 What's the difference between length? 5,000. Oh, it's just the length. Drawing. I guess I'll download a drawing file. Drawing. What the hell is DXF? Let's try to open them in here. Error. Bad gateway. Okay. And the sunlight hurts my eye. Okay, let's just try to import something. I forgot how to import files. Just one look at you. Dernede. Here it is. Yeah. Import. Bro. That was so fucking slow. I love the day. Poor connection. Motherfucker. I'm literally on my phone, dude. What? This is sickening. What happened to my dark mode, dude? What the fuck? Why you do me like that? Okay, we got the drawing. Yeah. How about just letting me extruding it? I guess time to ask the AI overlords. Okay, how do I import a drawing file into Onshape and then extrude it as a part so that I get my aluminum profile extruded inside Onshape? I've downloaded the drawing file from their website. I was hoping I could literally just click here and then say extrude, but I guess that's not. Maybe new drawing, sketch, import sketch, sketch plane, put it on the front here. Yeah, create new sketch. Insert the drawing into the sketch. Front, sketch. Yes. Edit. Okay, I get it is a lovely day, but you know. 99 problems, but in the sketch toolbar. So there's a, oh, it's right there. Hey, yep. Why can't I extrude it? I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but ain't one. 99 problems, but G ain't one. So now I managed to get my drawing in here. So blind. Yeah, but how do I? I forgot how to curve it. Direction. Extrude direction. Dum. 99. I got 99. 99 problems, but a girl ain't one. 99, 99. So here we have a piece of aluminum. Right? So it's actually supposed to be curved, but I don't really know how to do that. So this is what my aluminum extrusions look like, 40 by 40 millimeters. And then the plan is to put a wheel inside the groove right here. I guess I can draw it. how would you go about annotating on a screen? You know, let's say I wanted to. I guess one way could be to take a screenshot of the entire window. Right. Like that. Click enter maybe. Take the shot. So here, do this full screen. Yeah, so now I can annotate, right? So that will be one way to do it. Okay, so if I just draw it real quick here in a red pen. So the wheels are gonna slide into here. And then there's gonna be another one in here. Something like this. That's pretty much it. Then this will be able to go back and forth. It's pretty smart, if I do say so myself. And it's gonna be really stable. There's not a lot of clearance in these channels. Like the hole is pretty slim. But it is a lightweight rig. Yeah, it's not feasible to change it or drill it out or something. They have to be that. So if the whole bracket is made from steel, it's not a problem. But if parts of it is, problem is that if the shafts become so thin, so if these shafts, if the shafts that are going to protrude through the extrusion here, if they're too thin, it's going to sag and potentially rub. The wheels will then rub on the unwanted side. Okay, but let's make an assembly. Stuck in the middle with you. Let's see if my coffee is boiling. Stuck in the middle with you. But I will officially apologize for my lacking unshaped skills, because I obviously still have a lot to learn. Oh, there's two people now. Okay, let's measure. So I want to measure a little bit. Measuring tool. We don't need that because I can just click on it. Dum, dum, dum. Come on, bro, what? I want it fucking rotate, dude. What is happening? And why does it keep changing my dark mode? Dude, you are freaking annoying. Dum, 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 dum. What happened with my controls? I'm so confused right now. How do I deselect shit? Dude, what the fuck? I can't rotate it. Bro, what? Arr? Okay, here it works fine. What? Okay, let me just measure the distance between these two. Là-bas! Okay, so it should say here parallel distance 4.3 millimeters. We get our notebook. The profile here. Vi siger den 4.3 millimeters. 4.3 meters. All right, and what about inside the groove? Bah. Deselect. There should be a deselect button. Is it escape? Double click something. Okay, double click an empty area. Fair. There. I need to bring this up a little bit. I'm bending down. I'm actually a little bit too tall for this display too, if it should be correct. So the distance 11.8. Maybe we need more than 2. It might be a little bit flimsy. 11.8. Okay, I want to measure from here to not that plane to here. 11.8. No, that's what I just measured, dude. Come on. That's not the... I wanted to measure this and this. 5.4. I know it's 40 millimeters wide. Right. Do I need more measurements? Probably not. Yeah. All right. That means I can actually draw the little wheel with an axle. Let's start from the profile this time. So new part. Now we know the dimensions. Come on. My friend just passed this exam. Plasticity. Hvad bare til lurer du i min stream? Bandit. Det er dope. Oh, we can hope his people are watching this crap. Watching me fuck around. Okay, let's draw a wheel. Sketch. Right. That's the correct one. Circle. Something like that. And now we actually have the diameter, the measurements. So let's put them on here. That's why I wrote them down over here. So 11.8 tall. I do not want it. So the axle is only going to be 4 millimeters. Shit, that's a small axle. But again, we'll just add more wheels, right? If it has 10 wheels, who cares? But yeah, it's not a lot. Will 0.3 millimeters, is that enough clearance? Probably not. 0.3 millimeters, that's nothing. In theory, it could work, but in actuality, I'll probably rather go to 3.5. But will that work? Because I need some clearance. Okay, so let's just draw this out here. So let's say the wheel is this big, and then the channel it runs in is this big. The axle will, so the wheel will have to rest in the bottom of the channel, obviously. So the wheel will rest down here, and there'll be a little bit of a clearance, and then the axle will actually be in the bottom. And if I remove 0.5 millimeters, I only have 2.5 millimeters So if I subtract 0.5 from the wheel and make the wheel 11.3 and the axle 3.5, this, and then the axle, make that, what did I say? 3.5. That's a very thin axle. 3.5 millimeter axle. So the backup plan, if these axles, if these are too small, is actually going to be in here, because I actually have some profiles with significantly larger grooves. So if the wheels are too small, we'll just use these. Or if the axles are going to be too small. No, whatever. I had some measurements I wanted to give it. Let's try these and see how it fits. 11.3 dimensions. Dimension this. Dimensions. Come on. Higher. Sketch one. Select. Bro, come on. Maybe I just extruded first. I can't remember. So the width is not as critical. Make that 5.2 on each side. Okay. .2 on each side. 4, then you got 0.7 on each side. 4 millimeter. Probably gonna be fine. So if I go into the sketch and I say edit dimension, nope. Why am I not allowed to put dimensions on this? Fuck. Ah, okay, I have to click. Ah, okay. Uh, 13.5. I don't know how this is gonna look. Millimeters? Okay, so that's a cute little wheel. Uh-huh. Let's try to insert it. Oh, sorry, it's not there. It's here. Insert. Part Studio 2. Ah, bro. Oh, I just do like this. What? I don't want to remove the origo, dude. I want to keep my origo. Somehow get in the groove here. Sure. Okay, so where do we want to mate it? It's too big. What did I put in the diameter or what? Why is it too big? Oh, 3.5. Oh, 11.3. Ah, I'm looking at the wrong numbers here. Haha! That certainly does explain a lot, doesn't it? That's good to hear, Bertel. I have no clue how Onshape works, but it's really fucking awesome with touch, I gotta tell you. So I recommend it. Maybe you don't need a 65-inch screen, but some kind of touch screen is pretty cool. Okay, so now we fix the measurement. Let's see, let's eyeball it here. Something like that. Right? That should work. Let's put an X on that fuck. Okay, so what about the sled? So the sled itself, it needs to be minimum 40, right? So if we make the sled 60, 55, if we look on it from the bottom here, so we need it to be so minimum 40 here, minimum. Okay. 40 wide, minimum. How much do I want on either side? 2.5, is that enough? 5? 5. So it's gonna be 50 wide. Fuck! What? Let's just make it 50. Select sketch. Men Bertil, jeg tror, du har noget mere erfaring i SolidWorks, end jeg har i Onshape. Eller hvad det nu var, I brugte der. Hvad det hed? Center point rectangle. What did I say? 50? Come on. Bro, what? What just happened? Glitch. So do I just put a number here? What? Come on! Why you gotta do me like that? I'm still trying to figure out how it works. Okay, so whatever. Dimensions. Click on this side. Dimensions. I have to click it again. Dimensions. Click this, click it again. Nope. Dimension. Motherfucker! Am I losing my mind here or what? Brah! Okay, maybe I have to. Sådan der. Dimension. Maybe I just click it. Bruh. Why is it so hard to do this? Fuck it, let's just extrude it. Yeah. Transmitting on my frequency. But actually, I think I'll over dimension it a little bit here, just because, you know. 7.5, that looks somewhat right. So now, dimensions. What? Shouldn't it be fairly simple, straightforward to fucking put a dimension on my motherfucker? What am I missing? Okay, so I have to go into the sketch. Dimension. Click this bad boy. Nothing happens. Click it again. No, deselect. Select. Motherfucker! Ah, you gotta love it. You gots to love it. What? What am I supposed to? Nah, I have to click outside. Okay, okay. I got it, guys, I got it. Don't worry. It's just me being a mega idiot. So the way to define your sketch, dimension, click the thing you want. Dimension, click the thing you want, click. Aha! Problem solved. Crisis averted, guys. And where's my keyboard? When I click a text box, I would like a keyboard to appear. Is that possible? It is possible. So then I try again. Oh, it's already defined. Bro. I'm losing my mind, yeah. Where is my keyboard? Bro, I need my keyboard for this. Where's my fucking keyboard? Dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Come on, you. So there it is. Ah. What? What? my keyboard came. What? That's hard to believe, to be honest. Let's make it 150. So yeah, there's a steep learning curve to using this screen here as a professional tool, because sometimes it literally just glitches and it's fucking annoying, if I got to be honest with you. So now I got this down dimension. Why doesn't my keyboard pop up? Ah! So there's a little trick to do it, I guess. Click around. What did I say? I lost my number now. 60. Didn't I say that? There's no drawing over there. Motherfucker. 60. Okay. So it should be 20 millimeters, and if I want two and a half minimum extra, 22 and a half, let's just make it 30. 30. And I'm probably gonna just draw it in the dumb way now. Nah, that's not what I wanted to do. Just copy the sketch. It would be so nice if I could just click there and dimension it straight. Okay, so now just copy the sketch or mirror the sketch. Sketch mirror. Yeah, I can mirror sketches. Good. Hi. Cool. What? I have to. Do I have to do it over two? What? Mirror the mirror. Sure. All right. Come on, I selected this. entities to... Ah. Come on, you... Hi. Okay, it... I also need to select the sketch. Yeah. That was probably not the smartest way to do that. Okay, so how... So now I have to think, right? Oh, someone's writing me in chat. Sorry, I didn't see it. Why isn't it updating here? What? Nå, det er Bertil. In my internship work, PPTC Creo worked about 500. Oh. The older brother? Don't you mean the younger brother? Okay, I need to update my chat here. Cause my chat didn't work at all. Let's get the chat back up. No, I didn't want to go to studio. I wanted to go to my channel. That's probably another way to do this, but who cares? Chat. Pop out. Why is it in Danish here? What the fuck, dude? Don't fucking auto-translate. What the fuck? That is cursed. Bro, what? Could you fucking not translate, dude? That's cursed. Where was I? The length of this. So I have 7.5 clearance. So if I want 7.5 clearance plus the delta 0.5, what did I just say? 22 27.5 plus 5. Let's just make it 30. Bro, what the fuck? $30 millimeters. Yeah, actually, it doesn't really matter. That's it. Boom. And then some kind of axle. So how wide is this? That's 5, so it's 60. So we have 0.5 to the edge. I have 0.5 to the edge. And then this is how wide? 2.1. 7.1. That is 7.3. I think that's the number. 7.3. 7.3 and then 3.5. 7.3 and 3.5. 7.3. Yeah. Well, I'll adjust it here. It's not going to be spot on the first time here. Oh, why didn't it extrude all the others? No. Bro, fuck off. Uh-huh. Oh. It's actually just a table. This is quite satisfying when it works. So I just said a bunch of numbers that I forgot. That's how it goes. Let's put a fuck. It's a weird way to do that. Right. The half of 3.5. What? Why would it put it on there? Uh, 3.5, 1.75. 0. What? Maybe millimeters. Why don't I have a delete key? Ah, I do. This is kind of cool. Kind of works. Something like that. Who cares? And then I set some kind of number. I set a number that was I said 20 plus 7.5. 27.5 plus 5, that's 28, that's 30. I decided on. That can't be, sorry, that can't be right. It's 20 plus 5, that's the clearance, plus 0.5. So the delta is 10, 5, 0.5, 0.55. Is that really right? Point 55. I'm kind of cooked here. Maybe it's just 55. What am I talking about? Okay, I have to think. So it's 60 wide. The profile is only 40, so there's 10 on each side. That's 5 millimeters. 0.5, 5.5. It would help to use your brain. It looks a little bit thick. Are you saying, I'm kind of confused whether or not you're writing in English or Danish. Are you writing in Danish or English? A command prompt, that's not for me, dude. That's cursed. That's relatively cursed, I would say. No, let me just fuck this tire here that we drew. Let me just get the dimensions from it. Say an area. I don't want the area. $11.5. And how wide did I make it? 11.54. 11.54. What did I say? 4? Something like this. So the idea is that it just works the first time. Mirror. Where's my mirror thing? That. Feature mirror. Entities, features to mirror. Extrude 4 and extrude 3. The mirror plane. Why don't you want to do that? What's the problem, dude? Do you need the sketches as well or what? Motherfucker. Reapply features. Ah. This is. Okay. I want to do 2 planes, dude. Whatever. In love. Come on. Ah. Feature mirror. It takes a little bit of getting used to. I don't want this. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Reapply features. Aha! So now this looks like something that might work. English. Why the fuck is it translating? I hate this shit. It's confusing. I wonder how long my student license works on Onshape. Okay, where were we? Insert. Right. Insert up here. Come on, you fuck. I did something wrong. Something is not the way it's supposed to be. Maybe it is. Nah. What did I do wrong? It's too wide. So 40, 60, 5, 5. I'm missing something here. Let's just try to make it a little bit less wide. That's why I like Onshape like this, because I usually just change it until it fits. Sketch 1. Let's just try to make it 55 millimeter. See what happens. I just measured wrong somewhere. Did it update? Well, it definitely took off my dark mode. Motherfucker. So this looks more correct, right? Oh yeah. This is it. This is it. I just put a wrong number in my head. This is actually really sweet. That's the concept, right? So I have my fellow mechanical engineer Basil in chat. Tell me if this is gonna work or not. I think it's gonna work. Even though these axles are only 3.5 millimeters. Okay, how do I make it so I can play around with the slide? I can't mate a, so I need to do a distance mate. It's boring. So if I 3D print this, I leave some space for the corners. It doesn't have to be that tall. Maybe the legs can be shorter. Okay, maybe my microphone was muted, I don't know. Okay, so you bring up a good point here. I need space to put bearings in the wheel. Well, I might actually just use bearings with a plastic sleeve over. That's my thought. So the wheel itself is gonna be just a fucking bearing and then a very, very thin, probably 3D printed plastic gasket to wear and tear and noise, so it doesn't, metal on metal will make quite a bit of noise. So that's the bearing I'm thinking. And besides, if I don't have space for the bearing inside the wheel, I'll just do a solid axle and I put a bearing on the arm, inside the arm instead, right? It's probably a better solution. Right, so you would put, Ma, don't do that. So instead of putting a bearing inside here in the wheel, you put a bearing over here instead, inside the arm, and then you make the axle and the wheel solidly connected. And the drive wheels, I'm not gonna put, these are not the drive wheels. Fuck! So these are just the guide wheels, right? This is just to guide the thing along the rail. The drive wheel itself is probably gonna go from the bracket here, on this side of the bracket, down to the profile with a spring that'll push the wheel against the profile. And then it's just gonna be an old RC car. I'll take an old radio controlled car, pull out the motor and the wheel, slap it on the, either here on the side or here on the top. So I'm not gonna mess around with having the drive wheels inside the profile. There's not enough space. And if I don't have space for the bearings inside, I'll probably just put bearings on the outside and do solid shafts. Yeah, should work. I'm never gonna get drive wheels in there. So I was also thinking about having the drive wheel on a channel here or something, but no. I need to find out how to make YouTube stop translating my fucking shit. How do I change it? What is this music? So yeah, those two problems have already been thought of. Do the dance. Great. So the drive wheel, if I do a sketch of that, I don't know what these motors look like. Yeah. I need the motor and the radio control unit. Det er vel bare rccarsupply.com or something like that. Right? And it's gonna be very lightweight, so as long as one wheel should be fine. Why is my YouTube in Danish? It's my whole YouTube studio is in Danish. Settings. Settings. Language. Bro, what? Bopælsland. I hope I'm not showing something sensitive here. Probably not. Bro, what? If I say I live in England, it's still in Danish, dude. Motherfucker. Okay. I'll find out how to do that later. Denmark. Whatever. Who cares? Okay, I can see I forgot to record, so let me just click record. All right. We got the final design here. Or not the final design, but we got a design for the sled. For the camera rig. So my friend Bertil, another mechanical engineer, brought up a good point. If we have space for the bearings and the drive wheel. So if the bearings, if there are not space, what just happened? If there are not space for the bearings inside the wheel, could you not? If there's no space inside the wheel, we'll simply put the bearing inside the arm, connector arm. And the drive wheel will go RC car motor mounted on the bracket to this side, or RC drive motor mounted on the bracket to this side of the profile. Either way should be fairly simple mechanical solution that should work. That's great. So what's the next part of this? The drive wheel. Let me think. So I need the radio control unit. I need a remote. Oh. So maybe the easiest thing is to just go on, easiest and cheapest is just to go on Facebook Marketplace and buy an old RC car, rip it apart. Either that, I'm just worried that it's gonna be more expensive to buy a motor and the joystick and the radio transmitter instead of just paying 50 krona on Facebook Marketplace, right? For whatever random stuff people have in their garage. And in the other exciting news, after this stream here, I am going to grab a PSVR 2 for Gran Turismo. Oh, it's a Gran Turismo. So let's just Google something. RC car parts. DK. RC Kongen. Pajaman. Oh, I need battery and charger, and that's quickly gonna get expensive. Let's go to Marketplace. Hope I don't have any sensitive info. Maybe I do. Marketplace. Oh, Thomas playing the drums. Marketplace. RC. See, something like this. Why are they so expensive? 200 kroner. Fjernbetjening, USB, dæk. Ah, det er sådan en mini en. This one is tiny. Okay, so the demands I have, it needs to be electric. It needs to be not super small. It needs to be disassembled. It needs to be relatively close. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. I'm not really seeing what I'm looking for. 12,000 kroner. What about this? Brushless motor. Included battery. Traders AI. Where's this? Oh, it's on Tradera. Fuck no, those auctions. I hate that shit. Why? Guys, I'm not on Facebook Marketplace to get auctions. I'm on there to get stuff in my hands ASAP. $3,000 kilowatt. Det tror jeg ikke, jeg behøver. I thought these things were cheap. Come on, dude. Ålstrup. Undtagen batteri. Like the way you work it. Oh, diggity. No, I'll just sketch it out. I'll find something that's gonna work. Unshape. So let's make a new part. How far is it from here? Motherfucker! Oh, I shouldn't measure on it. I should just like eyeball it. Yeah, it would be best on the side to not have it hang out or something. Sure. It would look something like this, right? Not that one. Get the pen that I left over here. No diggity. So the motor, let's just mount it here. No diggity. I like the way you work it. No diggity. Do, 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 do. No diggity. Yeah, I don't know. Hey oh, hey oh, hey oh. Hey oh, hey oh, hey oh, hey oh. Let's make a center point rectangle here. Sådan cirka. I don't care. It's probably like 15 millimeters, something like that. That's the motor. Yeah, right? And then here on the side, there's an axle with a wheel. This is just a sketch right now. Ah, okay. Just eyeballing it. What? That's not gonna work. What am I doing? I'm so stupid. No, of course it can't be like that. What am I thinking about? What an idiot! What a fucking idiot! I guess the motor was fine. It was just the axle that was in the wrong place, right? The axle needs to come from here. Otherwise, it's not gonna work at all. Boom, dum, dum, dum. Whoa. Where the fuck is my thingy badingy, my sketchy bed shitchy? Sketch that shit, sketch it up, Ba ba da ba da da. What's up, Fredrik Lenius? My G, my man. The real mechanical engineer up in this. I'm sketching my sledge for the camera rig here. Thank you, my man. We're chilling hard. Like the title says, it's the most chill day of the year. That's today. And I'm trying to build a camera rig. So I just ordered a gimbal. I just ordered a gimbal for my mobile phone. That's like a robotic camera gimbal. So that's gonna be pretty sick. Pick a number, 35. Okay, maybe that number was a little bit too much. Bro! Eyeball it, you know. Just, that's how real engineers do. Eyeballing that shit. That's an axle. Fuck! Why you gotta do me like that? Come on. I have to click the little, yes, so now. New sketch on this little bad boy here. Send a rectangle. Nope. Unshape. Yeah, it's awesome. It's translating the chat. Program. That's cursed. No, yeah, but with the touch and the pen here, it's awesome. It's kind of glitchy, and I don't know how to use the program, and my fingers are a little bit too fat sometimes. But the fact that I'm not sitting at a computer right now is, for me, and you guys know me, how much I can't sit still. And then I can do the dance with myself. I get like 6,000 steps a day when I'm working like this. Is that in the center? Doesn't really look like it. The thing about wheels, and you don't need to be a mechanical engineer to know this, is that they have to be at the center of the axle. Otherwise, you're going to have a very funky motion. So that's not going to work. Otherwise, we're not going to have a very good action. Why am I so confused right now? Sketch. Yeah, circle. Center point circle. Click the center. That's the center. Dimensions. Some kind of number. That's probably going to be around 40. Sure. Extrude that shit. Do it 10 millimeter. Okay, this is not the best drawing I've ever made, but it will illustrate the concept. Right? Where is it? Where's my wheel? Oh, I didn't click the accept button. Or what? Yeah, I need to click this. So now it should populate my wheel. Aha! So it's a little bit too big. So that's the drive motor, right? Whoopa. So inside the channel here, we have those little wheels. It needs to be a little bit smaller. Let's subtract something from this. Subtract a little bit from this sketch. I need to sketch. Why did I put it all the way over there? Get back over there. So it looked like it needed to be 30 or something instead. 30. Why didn't it update? You got to update, my man. I have to remember to click the buttons. So that looks more correct. All right, and then spring, some kind of spring to push the drive wheel. You can parameterize it so it dependent on the gap in the profile. Sure. That's too advanced for me. You know, we have the Nils method. I'm just eyeballing it. This is just a sketch. But yes, there's obviously a lot of tricks I can do, and you guys are so much better at this than I am. And yet here it is me doing it. So we have the little wheels inside the channel, and those classic Nils method, exactly. So the only issue I have with this is how am I going to make sure that the wheel has sufficient traction with the profile? This perspective looks weird, doesn't it? What do I want to do? Something simple. It has to be super simple, right? So, do we hinge the motor so that it can do like this and then spring it down? Or do we just say, fuck it, and just mount it, inflate the tire or what? Nah. I don't want to push, I don't want it to. I'm not really sure what would be the best solution. If it is to just mount it so that the tire has enough friction, but then the whole thing is gonna get moved a little bit. Couldn't you place the motor on the top so it rolls on the top rail? Otherwise, mount a wheel on the other side as well to center it. Yeah, exactly. That's also my other thought. So I could mount it on top. The reason why I didn't want it to do that is because then the motor would stick out, but I think you're right. It was just to avoid to have like an awkward bracket that disbalanced the thing. So I'm not really 100% here, because the other way it would look, right, is that you would have the motor, then you would have the motor sticking out. Let me just remove these. Suppress. 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 So the alternative to that would be here on the surface here. Just make a hole in the thing. Yeah. So the alternatively could look like this. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Sketch on this and do a corner rectangle. Then it would probably look something like this, right? So it would like have to stick out over, or I cut a hole in this. I like the hole. I actually like the hole. So instead of this, oh shit. So then you would have the, so instead of that, if I cut a hole in this here, if I cut some kind of hole here to retain rigidity still, let's cut a hole here. Right? Cut a hole, circa in the middle. Yeah. And then you can expand your model. The battery, that's a good idea, dude. That's a great idea. So on one side here, so the engine, the motor, sorry, stick a little bit out over here. It's probably a little bit too big to fit on the, that's what we expect. Den er 15 millimeter high. It's a small motor. So yeah, then you say, this is not going to be balanced very well. So we put the battery over here. Power supply, no, it has to be wireless. So the idea is that it's able to go around 360 degrees around me. So it needs to be wireless. And here in the first iteration, I'm going to do it with a radio control car motor. And literally just do it manually, because the gimbal itself will always focus on me. So here in the first iteration, it's going to be a battery, because it needs to be wireless. Because I'm not going to have this thing drive around with wires. That's going to be crazy. All of a sudden, something's going to fall over. The idea was to separate the wheels in the bottom here are just guide wheels. And the drive wheel will be separate and controlled by me. But the battery, we put it over here somewhere. Right, so the battery is going to stick out here to counterbalance. Something like that. The battery is hopefully not that big. Whatever, this is a sketch. So that's the battery. That's in the center. We pretend it's in the center. Yeah, electric. That would have been cool if it was electric profile. No, unfortunately not. So the idea is that it's the first iteration is just going to be the sled controlled by me manually. Second iteration is probably going to be some kind of Raspberry Pi that will analyze frames from the camera and determine whether or not my face is in the frame. And if my face isn't in the frame, it's going to activate the drive motor to reach a new position. And then the third iteration, it can go up and down as well. So it's going to be pretty sick. And then I might mount it to the ceiling as well or something in the future. It's going to be pretty epic. So that way I'll always have a good angle for whatever I'm doing in whatever position. Why doesn't my watch work right now? People who invent this stuff, it just stopped working. It crashed. My watch crashed. What? Samsung for Satan. I've told myself I'm never gonna get mad again. Never ever am I ever gonna get mad at software glitches. I'm just gonna laugh because it is ridiculous. So, sketch. Put it in the middle. Motherfucker! Undo. So, that's not gonna reach. It's gonna be a big wheel. But who cares if it's big? Who actually cares? Does not matter at all. Just make the hole bigger. We pretend the hole's big enough, like this. Sure. Good enough. Okay, so this is the new concept with a wheel that probably fits. And then it's gonna go straight into here where it doesn't have traction. Derpy derp, so it needs to be off center, obviously. Or just wider than the channel, but then I don't have friction. Actually, no reason that it's in the middle. It could just be all the way over here. Like, why would I need it in the middle? Right? Just move it, all of it over. It would be really nice if my watch fucking worked, dude. How do I restart this crap? Turn it off, dude. Yeah, I'm not, it's not like I'm a huge fan of this. Wouldn't it be better to have the drive wheel in the middle of the platform? Yeah. It would. But how? So my idea is to just move it over so that it's running on this side over here. Just move it over a little bit. Balance it out a little bit more. It doesn't need to be in the center. And technically speaking, it doesn't have to be like a hole. Like that's just whatever, right? So if you take, you can select all these. So if you instead of that, then you say screw the hole. And instead you just extend the bracket a little bit. I don't know, something like that. And then if you really need to, you can do a cutaway here. Oh, right, to clearance for the wheel. Ah, fuck me. Cut out a little piece here for the clearance. You have to click the line, dude. No. Do a little cutout here. Ah, it doesn't need to be that big. Come on. Ah! Stop it. Just a little cutout. Ah! I need to learn how to do this. Come on, dude. I'm literally clicking the button. And this is why people don't do this by hand. Come on. Maybe I just need to focus. Okay, so do a little cutout for the wheel here. Something like that. Ish. And then we put the motor on. Sketch. Put the motor on. And sketch. So yeah, depending on where the axle of this thing is, I don't know where it's gonna be. Let's hope it's in the bottom here. So that's a bracket, so it's probably in the center of the motor. It's probably around there. Bro, come on. Something like that. Ish. That's a fucking huge wheel, dude. That is huge. Maybe a little bit too huge. $80 millimeter. It's probably close to 50 millimeter. Would that work? Are they 50 meters? Bruh. Zoom in, you fuck. Sure. This is actually a really bad sketch. Hej. Hvorfor vil den ikke det? Aha. Okay. That worked. Hvad? Hvad? Is it because it's intersecting? Or what? Aha. Right? That's what I'm thinking. Didn't I commit it? Hi? What? Why is it gray? Hi? Bro, I don't understand what's happening. Oh well, that should work. But my watch is dead. I am going to pack it up for now and stop the stream. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this, but as long as it works. I think. Why is it not connected to my phone now? What? Starting, yeah. Oh well, but I want to say thanks for people hanging out in chat. Basil, Frederik, the goats, anybody else who hung out, had a good time. This project is going to be amazing. The plan is to receive the gimbal in the mail one of these days. Go grab some aluminum. Find a car on RC car marketplace. The first iteration is probably going to be 3D printed entirely to see if there's any discrepancies in the design, to test the fit, test the concept. And then I'm not quite sure what to make it of after that. It could be 3D printed with steel axles and melted or press fittings. It could work because it's not going to be very heavy. But I'm going to call it. So thanks for watching. Peace out. And here I'm going to come again. Whoa, peace out. Yeah.